We've made these short films to help us understand why we don't go to school.
And we hope these films will help you understand our stories.
I used to be a gentleman, you know.
What do you think should happen to young people who don't go to school?
I think there needs to be more opportunities for things for them to make school interesting.
Well, I could be sadistic and say put them in jail, but I won't go that far. I think they just need to be a little bit more excited.
Should be sent away to boarding school. That's what I got. That's what happened to me, and it made me good. I didn't go to school when I was a kid, and I got put in a boarding school, and it was good for me.
I think there should be at least somewhere else for them to go. So when they're not in school, at least they're still being cared for, and they've got something else other things to do.
I don't know really. It's hard for us when we were kids, but we all went to school. You just have to do it, don't you? That's just a fact of life. You've got to go to school. You know, we never sagged or nothing, and if you did, you got the cane. So we got the cane in school when we were kids.
Hey you, boy. Yes, you. Do you go to school? Is it a bit boring? Would you like a day off? Why don't you sag? You can watch Jeremy Kyle. It's quite good, isn't it? You can eat cereal, yum yum. You can go on the swings. Go on the little springy motorbike. The slide. Go round the roundabout. It's good, isn't it? You can lie in the sun all day. Why not sit by a wall, watching your life slide away, moment by moment? It's good, isn't it? Boring. So what are you going to do now? Probably go to school? Yes, good show.
It was the last day of term. It was a fun day in school. Somebody brought a bottle of vodka and Sprite in, and everybody had a bit when we were on the karaoke. My mate gave me some, so I had a bit of it and passed the bottle to some girl. The girl got caught with the bottle and the teacher took her and asked who gave her it. The girl said that I gave her it, so the teacher come and got me. When the teacher come and got me, she asked whose was it and where I got it from. I didn't tell her this because I didn't want to be a grass. So they just kicked me out straight away without even knowing whose it was. I wish I never had some of it now, and I wish they never kicked me out because I wish I was still in school.
Do you think things have changed since you were at school?
Oh yeah. Yes, which was a long time ago.
How?
I think teachers aren't given enough freedom to give them a clout round the ear or a piece of chalk over their head. Sometimes it did a bit of good, and I feel sorry for the teachers, to be honest, what they've got to put up with.
There's more focus in school definitely on getting results, and I think a lot of schools care more about their own results and their own statistics than necessarily about the well-being of the children in school.
A lot, yeah, a hell of a lot.
I think the system now, I mean, I think it depends on the subjects that you liked. I liked English, hated maths and things like history and all that. And the way subjects are taught now, you haven't got we had staff that really sort of cared about the kids and about what they taught, but now it's all geared to SATs and exams, and the staff I don't think have got the time to sort of give as much care as they used to, because everything revolves around Ofsted and things like that.
When I was a baby, my mum didn't care about me. I would always get left in front of the telly for hours and hours on end, with an empty bottle and a full nappy, with no one to play with or hold me. I got left for so long I got scabies. I had to get treated in hospital. I was in there for days and days without my mummy coming to see me. Because I got neglected so badly, I had to go in foster care. My foster parents loved me, and I loved them so much. They adopted me. I was now finally be able to start being happy and well cared for by such lovely people. Then things changed when I went to secondary school, as all of the pupils found out about my past life and how I am adopted. Then I started getting bullied. I felt annoyed about how people and even my friends acted this way. They made my life hell, and I really couldn't concentrate anymore. I was so scared, I just couldn't go into school anymore. I felt like nobody cared about me. So here I am again, watching telly for hours and hours and hours and hours.
If I had my way, I'd be a nuclear rocket scientist. That's what I'd do. I'd get my employees to build a gigantic rocket. No, bigger, bigger. Then I would get them to gather every rubbish dump and nuclear waste silos on Earth and blast them into the furthest reaches of outer space. Job done. Or I would be the greatest president ever known to mankind. Better than Obama or Cameron. I would stop the production of all vehicles that are damaging to our great planet. I could change the world with music and bring world peace to our countries with songs that would inspire to be happy, to share and to trust one another. I'd be the richest man alive, but I wouldn't keep it all. I'd go to the poorest countries in the world and build a massive city for them and move on to the next until there was no such thing as poor. But this is just a dream, or is it? Could I do all this? Could I really make a difference? Me? I think I can. People I meet never think I will achieve anything in my life, but I'll prove them wrong. How can I find my way in the world if I never get a helping hand or a direction? I think being born is the easy part in your life.
What would help young people to stay at school?
If lessons were made interesting and appealing to them, I think.
They've got to go to school and enjoy it, and maybe they're going to school, they're not enjoying it for reasons that are beyond me, but I think kids should go to school and enjoy it. But I know by my own two, they can't wait to get out of school. I've got 2 kids myself and they can't wait to leave school, so there's got to be some sort of strategical change in what happens in school. If they don't enjoy it, that's got to be addressed, but how they do it, I couldn't really say, but something's got to give.
More interesting. I worked in a school the other week, and when they were working with us, we engaged them and made it a lot more interesting. Whereas when the other classes, they misbehaved because they weren't interested. So they lost concentration levels and things like that, and that's when they started messing about.
We need a chat. About what? I know things you don't know. Like what? Well, for a start, you're going to get angry over a lot of things. Yeah, well, if you was me, then you'd be angry. Yeah, but I am you, and you need to listen. Yeah, but if you were me, then you know I don't listen to nobody. Yeah, well, here's your chance to start listening. Alright then. Have you been telling stuff in school? No, we haven't. What stuff? Doesn't matter, but don't, 'cause you'll get yourself into a lot of trouble. Why? What happens? Well, here's the thing. I know the trouble you're going to get yourself into. and it's not good. In year 8, you're going to come across a little trouble with your music teacher. She'll call you a cow because you're misbehaving and you'll overreact and pull her hair. Well, she deserves it for calling me a cow then, doesn't she? Yeah, but you don't. It will ruin your whole education. So what? But I am you, and my education is ruined. Only you can save it. How will I destroy it? By ending up in a unit like I did, you Ming. Things just get worse and worse. Thought you had dreams to be a lawyer. I do, and I am going to be. Believe me, you're not if you're going to get yourself into a lot more trouble. And it gets worse. You push your teacher down the stairs and she breaks a leg. It's not funny. You're lucky you didn't get into trouble with the police and then get a criminal record. How are you going to be a lawyer if you've got a criminal record? I don't know, you tell me. Well, after all that, you still don't learn. You get a name for yourself, and on your last chance, and you blew it within an hour. You are joking. I'm going to have to change, but how am I going to change? You'll find your way, but take the advice while you can. Wait, come back, wait. Just be good, Kira, be good.
School, it's like I had trouble outside school, so I couldn't really go to school because people were coming to school for me and running through the school to get me. So the school just said, we're going to put you on a home study leave sort of thing, do you go home on a laptop sort of thing, this high programme. But decided that weren't enough to like do the programme because it was only 3 hours a day, 3 hours a week basically, so they sorted me out the U plan sort of thing, and then I've went from there.
School's bored. They don't want to go to school because they're sitting and listening, just being bored. So kids just sag, go out, buy a bag of weed or something, sag, and then it'll come to when the mate's coming home from school and then they'll go out all day. School's just basically bored.
Well, as the house salespeople say, there are 3 things. It's background, background, background. In my experience, and I've done many years in the youth courts, children are not supported by the parent who come from very poor educational backgrounds, simply have no interest at school. Why should they? Well, I visit Israel a lot, and there they've always had a wonderful system of vocational schools. They accept that not everybody is going to be a professor or a doctor or a surgeon or indeed a lawyer. So they train people to do the useful jobs, engineering skills, all that kind of thing, which we are short of. And there's simply nothing like that in this country.
Earliest memories was when I was about 6, if that, I think. 6. Used to go out with my dad, come home, sit in all day, play the PlayStation, have the boringest life in the world. Just go home, play the PlayStation, do nothing. And then in the end, my mate ends up knocking for me, playing footy outside, and then his mates come round, and then I just started going with older lads like 19, 18, 16 and all that, and then they've kind of befriended me, if you know what I mean, and I've been going with them ever since.
I mean, if you've got a kid of 11, 12, 13 who's running with a local gang and he sees that these street suppliers are earning hundreds of pounds a week for dropping drugs off, why should he worry about going out to work, getting an education? All he wants to do is hang around with a gang culture and earn hundreds of pounds a week because that's who his heroes are.
No sun, always rain. Go out. Nah. Getting battered. Basically, having your face mangled, being hated by everyone. Having no mates, sitting in broad and light, sitting in the back the highlights night watching the standards with the mark, and that's it really.
Well, of course, coming from Liverpool, it was a prize job to get an apprenticeship, say, in Camel Laird's. That was like gold dust, and people used to, line their kids up and send them for interviews and coaching. That sort of thing doesn't exist very much anyway, to my knowledge. And I think that's a great loss too. And I think whilst the government's idea, the previous government's idea, to an extent of paying firms to take people on, give them a bit of work experience, is very good. It's not a substitute for full-time employment.
Paying them to get them on the backside. That's because like kids going to college, some kids are only going to college for the EMA, 30 quid a week. That's for some reasons they're going to college. They'll come then, by all means. I'd go for 150 quid a week. I'd go anyway, but I'd go for 150 quid all day. I'd make sure I was early.
If I could tell you this, Angela, the number of times I've stood up in what used to be called the juvenile court, and of course now it's called the youth court, and said to magistrates, if only you could sentence my client to a full-time job of work with a wage pack at the end of the week, you wouldn't be seeing him back here anymore. That's as true, dishearteningly, today, 33 years later, as it was when I stood up on my first occasion in the youth court. It's still the same. Give a kid an opportunity, give him a tiring job, not an academic job. I don't care if it's loading crates on the back of a lorry. Pay him 150 quid at the end of the week, you won't see him committing offences.
I'd be on a ship round the world, discover the world, Egypt, Spain, name it, I'd go there. As long as I get paid to do it, like, that's about it though.
Juvenile crime does cross billions of pounds every year. Why not spend it at the other end? I mean, I'm delighted that people are prosecuted because it's my job to defend them. But I can also see the futility of that. Why not spend some of that money on giving young people jobs, training them up, instead of spending it on the criminal justice system, because one way or the other, the money is expended from the Treasury.
Out and get a job or get mates and go and have a bevy in the pub. Do something with your life, don't just sit in your ass, because life goes too quick. Basically, you're sitting there, before you know it, 30 years have passed before your eyes, and you'll be an old man, you won't be able to do anything.